friends, it's Kirsten. Now, you've probably heard me say that I teach improvisation as a tool for self-awareness. But what the hell does that even mean? Okay, great. Let me shed some light on what I mean when I say that, okay? Now, first let's address what your perception of improvisation is, because I have a very strong feeling that when you hear the word improv, you immediately connect it to comedy, right? Yeah, that makes perfect sense because improv is performed throughout the entire globe as comedy right now. However, when it really was kind of started was back in the 1920s, and it wasn't even considered a performance tool at all. In fact, it took quite a few years for that to even be a consideration. It was really created in the 20s as a tool, a set of games to help immigrant kids in Chicago who spoke different languages and to get them to come together and interact. So it was really about games and play and fun and a social connection. So those are all of the components of its origins, all right? Now, I've been doing this for 25 years. And really, my goal and my job as an improv actor is to step on stage with my fellow actors and to be completely of service to them. It's not about me. It's about me making everyone else look good. And the way that I do that is I stay present with what's on stage and what's happening between us. I'm listening to everything, and I'm communicating clearly. Now, the things that keep me from being able to do that would be me getting in my head, me worrying about, oh, that person's in the audience tonight. That takes me out of the moment on stage. Me being worried about, oh, I just said that. That was so stupid. Why did I do that? That takes me out of this moment. So all of the games and exercises of what improvisation has become really, really focus people on being more in this moment now. Now. Oh wait, now. Every moment something is shifting and changing. Now here's what I know about life. I am really, really certain, and I say this with a lot of certainty, that everyone on the planet is improvising their life, right? You might have a goal, you might know where you want your life to go, but how many times has something come along and shifted your direction, right? You're heading over here to the right, but something is kind of pulling you to the left. You have to be here for a while. And even though you really want to get to that thing on the right, you still have to be here and get through this in order to move back on track, right? That's improvisation happening. I have found that when I use my improv tools in my life, when I'm listening, when I'm being of service, when I am communicating clearly, and when I'm just going with what is naturally occurring, there is a lot less suffering in my world. And this is the gift that I want to give to other people. So this is why I teach improvisation as a tool for self-awareness. When we are in play, our brain is quiet. Our body is in charge, and we are enjoying that moment the same way we did when we were little kids. And it's infectious, and it's a lovely way for us to come together and recognize where we might still have resistance. I can see during a game when someone is resisting enjoying themselves. I can see and ask reflective questions and say, hey, why was it that during this one portion you had a hard time connecting? And that helps that individual to go, oh my gosh, I never knew I was doing that. Or wow, yeah, that shows up in other areas of my life too. So it's really about taking those fundamental concepts of the foundation of improv, the play, the games, the connection and coming together that takes us out of our head and into this moment so that we have awareness of the behaviors that we are creating that take us away from having a fun life, from having a flow-based life, from being present and in this moment. When we have that self-awareness, we can then empower ourselves to then make choices to transform our lives. I've done it. I'm not successful at it all the time, but I have done it. And I love watching my students get it and start transforming their lives as well. So there you have it. That is my concept of what improvisation as a tool for self-awareness is. If you like this video or if something I said really struck a chord with you, please go ahead, like the Gaining Perspective Facebook page, or find Gaining Perspective on YouTube and subscribe to that channel as well. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.